Hello and welcome to Winds of Change. Today we're going to be talking about wind and fire. Wind. The first time I think of wind, I think of Genesis 2 verse 7, where it says that God breathed his life into Adam. Adam meaning humanity. Breathed meaning wind and spirit. So God breathed his spirit into Adam. God winded humanity, if you want to think of it that way. Exodus 14 is the next time I think about wind, where this strong east wind blew all night long in order to separate the waters so that Israelite could cross through the Red Sea. God's power and demonstrated through the aspect of wind. First in Genesis, giving power into humanity, life, if you will. And then in Exodus 14, just identifying his power over all of nature. But you know, there in that desert wilderness, God's presence was also seen through a pillar of fire and cloud that traveled with them wherever they went. And you might also recall that pillar of cloud and fire then moved into the temple when Solomon built the temple. So fire represents the presence of God, and the wind represents the power of God, the life of God. Both of these elements to say to us, God is with us and for us. The next time I think about those two elements coming together is in Acts 2, verses 2 and 3, where it says that they heard the howling, the blowing of a strong, violent wind that filled the whole room, because that's where the disciples were gathered there waiting as they were told to by Jesus Christ. So this strong, violent wind filled the whole room, and then tongues of fire then landed atop of each disciple. God's power in the presence of the wind, God's presence in the aspect of fire. So how does this tie into the winds of change? Well, God was changing his address. He was changing his address now from the temple into his people. Collectively, his people, his spirit has now moved into the people. All this to remind us that God is with us and for us. Until next time, may the wind and the fires of change be upon you. As you encounter God in every aspect of life, may he bless you and keep you. Bye-bye.